Wow, this whole time, I feel embarrassed. This whole time, I did not realize that my mic was off. But yeah, I was just saying good morning, you guys. Hope y'all are doing great. Welcome to the channel. Sometimes I forget that this mic is push mic, but it is what it is. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope y'all had a great weekend. Uh, what's up? How we doing? How we doing? Good morning. But you guys, I appreciate y'all, taking out the time to be here this morning. I hope y'all had a great weekend once again. Let me know how it was y'all's weekend. Me, pretty much, I stayed busy. I was editing. As y'all could see, I have a new layout and a new layout and a new opening for my channel. Also, just trying to put out content for you guys as well, looking at the market, looking at opportunities of trading. So I will also go over the updates on the market from XRP's analysis that I did on Twitter, if y'all saw that. So, once again, what's up, you guys? I appreciate y'all being here. This is Overflow, next to the channel, Faith Trading and Wealth. Always giving you the latest and greatest updates on the market. And I always have to acknowledge my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, before we get started at anything. Today, I was watching this video on Instagram, and I'm on social media quite often. And just to watch things and see how things are. And I noticed every single platform is really different from one another. Twitter, honestly, a lot of people might not like Twitter, but out of all the social medias, I think Twitter is probably the realest out of all social medias, or closest to the realest thing. And then you got Facebook. Facebook's not that great in my opinion. And then you have Instagram. And Instagram is pretty funny because a lot of people post like comedy stuff on, and I be on Instagram for comedy. So I was watching this video last night, and y'all tell me what y'all think for real though, because me personally, I think it's kind of silly. But there's these women, and that were recording at the zoo, and the zookeeper wasn't in sight, right? And so how animals get in nature, they get into fights or whatever. So these two gorillas were fighting one another, and the two women, or the however many women there were saying no, stop the gorillas. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, first of all, these, no one's gonna get in there and get in the middle of a fight between two gorillas, because one, you're either gonna get backhanded and have your head like torn off just from getting smacked, or you're gonna get in a think about it like this: if you get in between two people's fight, most likely those two people are gonna turn on you because you're interrupting their fight. Unless that you know them, they're probably not gonna do anything. But if you interfere with someone's fight and you're an outsider, you're probably gonna get in some trouble. So let me know what y'all think about that. I thought it was crazy, like the people saying stop the gorillas from fighting. Like, if you're gonna take them out and stop them from fighting, then hey, you're gonna have to tranquilize them or something, because you're not just gonna jump in there and try to stop them with your own hands. Let me know if I'm wrong. I want to find the video for you guys, but man, I couldn't find it this morning. You know how on Instagram, if you pass something up, it's gone. So that's why I couldn't find it for you guys. Otherwise, I would be playing it. But it was hilarious though. I was like, man, y'all crazy. Who's gonna get in there and stop them? And then you had the comments that were wild too. So let me see. Good morning. How you doing, BK? I appreciate you being on here. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm wrong. But when it comes to situations like that, I would not interfere. I would watch for a minute and be like, okay, it's gonna stop, because animals don't fight to kill each other unless there's something. Especially gorillas, they don't fight to kill. They pretty much fight for territory, and you lose, you leave. I don't know if people realize that. People need to study animals a little closer. But you guys, I'm gonna give you guys some updates on the market. I just wanted to talk about that. Also, something that's been coming to my mind recently. It's been interesting because, like I said, every single social media platform is different, and I noticed that people respond differently. More some other platforms are more sensitive than others. Some of you can't speak what you want to say because of the sensitivity or whatever is going on behind that social media platform. But I noticed that something that's been brought to my attention, and I've been asking the Lord what's going on with with social media. Be like I've been saying this for a while, and I'm gonna still keep saying this, but really be careful of the content and the people that you follow and listen to. I was watching. I don't know if y'all are big on who, or if y'all even know who Mike or Michael Todd is, but something yesterday, was kind of interesting because I always tell people be careful who you follow, especially spiritually, spiritual leaders or people that claim to be spiritual leaders. But I don't know if y'all know who Mike Todd is, but yesterday there was a big commotion that uh, he's a man of God, that he spit in his hand 3 times and wiped it in his brother's face. Um, I don't know, if the Holy Spirit led him to do that or not, but just from watching it and discerning it, I didn't feel that the Spirit was there, and I think that the problem is with the body of Christ these days is not we're not being spiritually led by the Spirit, and that's something that I was concerned with. So I'm not trying to pass judgment on the man because I'm not like I said, I'm not 100% on what was going on with him, but from the outside looking at it, I didn't feel that the Spirit was leading him to do that. And it's one of those things that you gotta be careful about. A lot of people are very good talkers in the body of Christ. A lot of people, you have wolves in sheep clothing. That's why it's scary, because a lot of people don't go to church because the church has done so much over time, and certain people make the church look bad, and it's not because they're not authentic. It's because they might be wolves in sheep's clothing, and because y'all don't understand, the devil goes to church too, because his goal is to make people not go to the one that could heal you, the one that could restore you, the one that could take you higher in life and give you life more abundantly. And this is why it's scary, because a lot of people don't want to go to the church or care about the church, is because the wrong people are in the position in positions that you think would do better. So I don't take this for granted. I always try to be led by the Lord, because at the end of the day, I'm still a human being. I still make mistakes. Every single person makes mistakes, but there's something when it comes to being a leader in Christ. You have to really, be on your, be led by the Spirit. And that's why it's scary. It's some scary times, because you really do have wolves in sheep's clothing out here. And it says in the Bible that the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He's roaming the earth, is to and fro, to see who he could devour. And that's why you really gotta be led by the Spirit, because a lot of people that don't even believe in God, they're already at a disadvantage in life, and they're most likely, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat this, but they're most likely to go to hell if they don't follow Jesus Christ, and that's a scary thing. And you have people that are in the church that are not following the Spirit, and there's going to be a day where the Lord is like, okay, what did you do? And people will say they prophesied in His name, did all these things in His name, but He's got to say, I never knew you, work of iniquity, because you weren't led by His Spirit. You didn't have the covenant with Him. You didn't have that relationship with Jesus. So it's scary out here. Even for a believer, it's scary, because you really have to have your own relationship with the Lord. And this is why I always push, study yourself approved, get a relationship with the Lord for yourself, because a lot of people are being deceived out here, and it's really scary. So this is something I wanted to bring up. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to bash nobody. I just want it to come to light that people need to really have a genuine relationship with the Lord by themselves. Good morning, Amber. How you doing? Good morning, Julio. How you doing? I appreciate y'all being here. But once again, you guys, I really encourage people to get their own relationship with the Lord. It's something that a lot of people out here are questioning reality right now. A lot of people do not understand what's going on in life right now because, right now life is not making sense for anyone. It doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, middle class, even though middle class is about to disappear. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're standing. Because everybody has the same thought. What is going on in this world today? You really got people out here, evil people out here manipulating the world, because at the end of the day, this world is not, this world is temporary, and the Lord is going to come back and call, righteousness and separate the wheat from the tares, and there's going to be a separation of good and evil, and you see that happening now. So you have to ask yourself, what are you doing to position yourself to be in good standings with the Lord? It's not if you're in good standings with men or women. It's what matters if you're in good standings with the Lord. Are you living according to what He's saying? Are you denying yourself daily? Are you getting closer to the Lord? And this is something that you have to really ask yourself and be transparent with yourself. Am I really doing self-examination? Am I really living the best I can for my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? That's one of the questions you got to ask yourself daily. What's up, David? How you doing? You said hello. Nice background. I appreciate that. Yeah, I wanted to change it up, you guys. So I got some new stuff for you guys. So I am gonna do some more stuff as far as on live stream, but for now, this background's gonna do. But once again, I just pray that you guys have a relationship with the Lord by yourself, because nobody could tell you otherwise. And there's people out there that are, and I hate to say it like this, but it's true. People that may think they're in right standings with the Lord, but if you look at how you're living, because having a relationship with God is a lifestyle. It's not, here I'm gonna be friends with the Lord today and then tomorrow. No, it's a lifestyle, and He's called us to be holy. So, and to be holy just means to be separated from the world, separated in our actions, separated in how we respond to situations, separated in the direction that the world is going. That's all holy means. People try to make holy seem like extras, but holy just means to be separated, and separated means to be in a righteousness, with God. So that's one thing that people need to understand as well. If you really study yourself approved, you'll really understand what I'm saying. Otherwise, you might not. And Julio, you're right. It's a constant battle every single day. It's one of those things that we come against, not just our own thoughts and feelings, but we come against principalities and spirits in high places, demonic forces that you can't even see, because a lot of the reason why the world is the way it is today is because there's a lot of demonic influence that people are not taking aware of, and people are not seeing the demonic influence, which is why the world is the way it is today. You don't see people casting out devils like they used to. You don't see people speaking in tongues like they used to. And if you do, for yourself, because some people, do speak in tongues. Some people, I don't know if some of y'all speak in tongues on here, but I encourage y'all to pray and ask the Lord to give y'all the gift of tongues. Because if you get the gift of tongues, you're speaking to God directly, and you could pray in the Spirit. So I urge y'all to really ask for the gift of tongues. When I first got the gift of tongues, man, I was like, whoa, okay, we on to something, Lord. Okay, let's go. The gift of tongues opens doors in the spiritual realm, and there's a lot of realms in the spiritual realm. Like, you got a lot of things going on in the spiritual realm, and if you were able to tap into the spiritual realm and get into fasting, time of fasting, a time of prayer, a time of separating yourself from your daily life. Sometimes you have to separate yourself from your family and spend quality time with the Lord. And God's not gonna sit. When the day you meet God, He's gonna say, "So when did you spend time with me?" And people always have the excuse, "I'm busy, I'm busy." And think of the people that you want to hang out with, and they always tell you you're busy. Maybe they might really be busy, but you have to really look at it as uh, like God's not gonna give you that excuse. Like, okay, you said you were busy during this time, but you didn't make even 5 minutes for me. God's gonna look at that. If you can't make 5 minutes for God or 10 minutes for God, then that's something. Sometimes you like for myself, I wake up early and try to spend time with the Lord, maybe an hour or two, because I usually wake up at 4, but today I'm just gonna tell on myself. Today I did wake up at 4 because I went to sleep late last night on a prayer call or a prayer live stream, and so I went to bed late for that reason. But I didn't wake up early as I wanted to. But I spent time with the Lord last night on that prayer call for like 2 hours or an hour or so. I believe it was an hour. I need to check the time. But yeah, you got to make some time with the Lord, even if it's just getting with other people. Make time with the Lord. Just maybe even 10 minutes is a good start. 10 to 30 minutes is a good start. Separate yourself from your family for a bit, or whatever daily activity, replace it with that and spend time with the Lord. But you gotta do something, just some type of activity with Him. But that's how I look at it. You gotta make some time. Um, Speaking of time, time is a wealth that you can't really get back, and that's one of the wealths out there that the Lord is talking to me about. Time is a wealth that you know we take for granted. We always think we have time to do something, planning our business. We think we have time to have a relationship with the Lord. We think we have time to, get married in all these situations. But truth be told, your time could be up tomorrow. You know, and I'm not trying to scare nobody, but I'm trying to be real as possible, because you think Kobe Bryant woke up saying, "I'm going to die today." He's living the life, has millions of dollars, has a good family, all that. But you think he woke up and said, "I'm going to die today"? No. Death is like probably the last thing on someone's mind, and honestly, it really should be. But the reality of it is, you could die at any moment. So you have to realize, where is my relationship with God? You have time that you need to spend with Him, even if it's just a little bit of time. Just say, "Hey, Lord, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to have a relationship with you. I don't know who you really are, but Lord, I just want to know who you are. So can you, show me, And, just you taking out that time to do that, He's going to acknowledge that, because He said, "Acknowledge me in all thy ways, and I will direct your path." And if you acknowledge Him with your time, He's going to, direct you in how to have a relationship with Him. So that's why, me personally, I could speak on this, because this is something that I do. So I'm not going to talk about something that I don't do, because that'll be fake. I'm just being as genuine as possible with you guys. There's some days where I don't even want to talk to God, because I'm like, maybe I'm upset, but I still talk to Him even when I'm upset, because He said, "Acknowledge Him in all your ways." When you're mad, when you're upset, when you're sad, when you're happy, when you're doing good, when you're doing bad, acknowledge Him. In everything, acknowledge Him. Even when you're doing sin, acknowledge Him, because He's gonna be like, "All right, you messed up, but hey, let's get it right." Because he's a loving Father, and He's also a disciplinary. So if God's not disciplining you, that means He don't love you, because a part of love is discipline. So telling them when they're doing wrong, and guiding them in a way that you're leading them back to the right path. But yeah, that's something that time is something that a commodity and a wealth that you cannot get back. And I truly advise you to use your time wisely with people that you hang out with. Use your time wisely with God. Use your time wisely with your business, and spread it out. But give God some time, you guys. That's all I'm asking you guys. Give God some of your time. All right. So that's my message for you guys today. It's not nothing too big, too super, but it is something that I do think will change some lives if you just acknowledge God in just that little aspect. You give time to social media. You give time to, your family. You give time to, you know, other things in your music or whatever the case may be. But give God some time. You'll see something different. What's up, PG? Good morning. How you doing? You said hello. Do you have a mining rig running back there? No, I don't. Do you hear something in my background? I don't hear anything in my background, so I don't know. Mining rigs, I don't have a mining rig. But let me go ahead and show y'all what's going on with this market. The market's kind of bloody today, but I'm not surprised, so I'll get to that in a second. So here's the market watch for the day. So I hope y'all can see me in the little bubble. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all look beautiful out there. But anyway, looking at Bitcoin, the leading crypto out there in the market, that, if Bitcoin bleeds, everything else bleeds. But since Bitcoin's not bleeding, since Bitcoin is bleeding today, everything else is bleeding. So Bitcoin is currently down 1.26%, sitting at the dominance of 40.49%. Price at $42,728.83. Market for Bitcoin, usually, and this is what a lot of people said, and a lot of lies are in this crypto space, and I don't know if y'all catch it, but write stuff down and see if it matches up later. Because I remember when people said when Bitcoin dominance is down, the market for altcoins, will be pretty green. But Bitcoin dominance has been down for a while, and very few coins out there are green today. Not even very few, not even the top 10 really. So it makes you wonder what's really going on out there and who is really moving these markets. Good morning, XRPG. What's up, gangster? It's been a minute. So you guys, I gotta brag on XRPG because he's been with me and jumped on my. I assume you're a he, because I've never seen you before, but XRPG has been following my channel for a minute, so I gotta give XRPG a shout out. So thank you, XRPG, for being here this morning. You're a real one. God bless you. So you guys, I don't take y'all for granted. This stuff that I do is a blessing, because this is not what, a lot of people don't get to live stream. A lot of people don't get this type of lifestyle. And I don't take it for granted, which is why I really give my best for you guys and really try to put the best out there, because I do think, quality goes a long way, and putting out the best goes a long way as well. So, XRPG, you're more appreciated than you know, man. I appreciate you. Also, looking at this market, Ethereum's down pretty bloody too. It's down negative 2.42% today, sitting at the price at $3,267.56. So that is taking a hit. XRP, our baby, is taking a hit today. Down. It's not down nearly as bad as Ethereum, but it is pretty down. It's almost 2%, sitting at the price of 76 cents and 361. So market is pretty bloody, you guys. So there's no, I could go into this all day, how red the market is, but take a look at Hex. Hex has actually, from what I'm looking at, seems to take the biggest hit in the top right corner there. It's down like negative $9.44%, and sitting at the price of 21 cents. So, that price right there is where I'm expecting, hopefully, this is what I'm hoping. And I do believe it's possible right now, because the way things are setting up, I do believe that XRP could hit that price once again for a short amount of time, though. But we shall see. But I do think this market's going to go down a lot this year. I think we're going to have a big sell-off this year before we have a move back to the upside. A lot of so-called crypto enthusiasts and crypto influencers on certain channels have been shilling the market hard, saying that the market's going to go up to crazy numbers. I don't think that's the case right now. I think what's going to happen, the market is going to bleed out. Not just because, people are selling, but because the regulations need to come in. And until regulations are done with this market, then, then the market will start to be bullish again. But here's how I personally think it's going to play out. Me personally, I think XRP is going to be the leading crypto over time. And here's why. It's the only one that's getting attacked by the SEC that's going to have any type of backing in regulations. Once that's the first cryptocurrency regulated, then you're going to have to get the other cryptocurrencies regulated. And, Bitcoin, I don't know how they're going to regulate Bitcoin because no one's behind Bitcoin, or the person that created Bitcoin is not coming forth. So how could y'all trust, a coin that's, out there that nobody knows who created? Because let's say if everybody and their mama got into Bitcoin, let's say trillions of dollars were into Bitcoin, right? Let's just say that happened. Let's say the guy or the woman who created Bitcoin, finally decided to come out. But here's what they do. And this is a crazy thought. The person that created Bitcoin, let's say they have the kill code for it. They kill Bitcoin off and they escape, with trillions of dollars. They're now a trillionaire. And this trillionaire comes out of nowhere and you're like, okay, who is this person? This is the person that scammed the whole world. You gotta look at Bitcoin like, okay, what is it really? Who really made it? Like, we're investing in a coin that nobody really knows about, or nobody knows who made it. That's kind of dangerous. At least we know who created Ethereum. So it's that Russian dude. We at least know that. Yeah, and we know Ethereum sucks because it has high gas fees. So you have to wonder who's really behind BTC. Like, everybody blindly sold into the idea of BTC because they like the idea of being their own bank. They like the idea of not being controlled, even though Bitcoin could probably be controlled easier than everything else if you really look at it in a way that, okay, maybe, you see where the transactions are going, kind of. You don't see who's doing it, but you see where they're going. So that's something that you gotta be careful about. Like, really pray about these things. Like, who's really behind these, these gigantic coins such as BTC? At least you know who Ethereum is, who's behind Ethereum. But do you know his motives really? You have to know people's motives that create coins. You know Ripple's motives, at least to a degree, but you don't know everybody's true intent on making these coins, So it's just something to pray about and ask yourself, what should I be observing when I'm investing in these coins? What should I be looking at, But anyway, done with that. The market's bloody. The market's pretty red. So I'm going to look at some charts. You guys, I'm going to start off with XRP first because I did some analysis on that last night on Twitter. And I don't know, I'm going to do an update for you guys as well. So let's take a look at that with some Ichimoku analysis. All right, you guys. So we are now looking at XRP. XRP from last night, I said that the market, okay, so if y'all remember what I was saying in the video, I was aiming towards the downside here. My overall target is back to 72 cents, but we have an order block here that we need to break. So I am going to be watching and see how price responds here. But if we could get a break at this order block, I'm expecting price to move back down to the 72 cent level because we have this triangle or P wave in Japanese terms. We have this P wave that formed, and we see the market we had a breakout. I was thinking we are going to do a retest, but we did do a retest, a small retest. Let me get this real quick. Small retest at this fractal level. As you see, the market came up, hit that fractal, broke back to the downside. And now we are trying to see if it's going to break or hold at this current level that we're looking at, which is this order block. So if we could break this order block, expect a downward move. I'm expecting this move to the downside. And you guys, let me know if y'all can see my screen clearly. I don't know what it looks like on y'all's end because I was trying something new. So if it looks clear to y'all, let me know. If it doesn't look as clear, let me know. I just like feedback, but I was testing out my monitor size on my live stream software. So that's something that I want to know. So you said it's clear? Okay, good. Thank you, Julio, for letting me know. Yeah, but looking at this, XRP needs to hold above this level. This current level is, let's see, 75, between 75 and 76 cents. If we could hold above here, we could probably see XRP move back to the upside. But then after that, we don't know what's going to happen because it could come back into this zone or it could just range out to the side. But right now, momentum, we still got some bearish momentum here. We got sellers still in this market on the CVO. So that's something that I'm paying attention to. And also RCI is also telling us that we're bearish as well. So I'm expecting a bearish move. I will look for shorts here, just my opinion. But if we don't get a break here, then what I said is pretty much wrong. But I'm expecting some more bearish action on XRP. And also looking at it on the cloud, we are also underneath the cloud, pretty thin cloud, underneath the tickets and Chiku spans underneath price and underneath the cloud. So I'm expecting some bearish action to go on here. And looking at it on the, actually I'm not even going to pay attention to, actually the 4 hours actually looking pretty bad. We have this big, thick, round cloud, which is telling us that we might have a nice, juicy short to the downside. So get ready, y'all. This market may, dump to the downside. And I also gave a bullish scenario yesterday too, but I'm overall bearish. But here's the bullish scenario. Had we broke to the upside and broke this fluctuation point, let me take Ichimoku off real quick. If we had broke this fluctuation point, this green zone, and had broke above this triangle, these would be the bullish targets for the market. But since we're not bullish, like I said last night, I'm bearish. We had a bearish breakdown, and we're currently moving to the downside. So it's gonna matter what happens at this current level. Can the buyers hold this current level right now as we speak? That's the question. And right now, I'm not seeing that. So we'll see. Moving on to Bitcoin, and I will take y'all's requests. Just give me time. I'm looking at y'all's chat. I'm looking at the chat box, and I see y'all's requests. I will look at that in a moment. I'm just trying to get through the first ones here, so don't worry. I got y'all. Let me see. Okay, David, you said it's good too. Okay, great, perfect. Sushi isn't looking good. Any hopium you see on the chart? If not, I may sell and take the loss. My liquidation point is $4. Yeah, I'll take a look at your request in a minute. Let me get through these first, and then I will hit y'all's request up. I'm trying to get through this as fast as possible. You said, why do I not use Heikin-Ashi candles? I don't use Heikin-Ashi candles because they're lagging. They're not the real price. I'd rather trade like with the real price so I don't miss too much of the move. I used to trade Heikin-Ashi, honestly, I'll turn it on and off sometimes. It just depends on what I'm looking at. But I don't like trading Heikin-Ashi only for that reason, because it's lagging. You said, could I do TA on LTC? Yeah, okay, I got you. Don't worry, I got you, brother. Bitcoin pretty much doing the same thing. We also have bearish divergence, and you see the market slowly dwindling to the downside. I think that Bitcoin will fall down again, down into this green zone as well. It's just going to take a minute. It's not going to be it could be a straight shot to the downside, but right now it's looking like the market's steadily moving lower. So I'm watching that as well. I do think we will come back down into this green box. So this will be my trade step in my target area. So that's what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is overall bearish on the 1 hour. The 4 hour, it's getting bearish, and the daily is super bearish. Yeah, daily time frame is nothing to play with. The only thing with the daily time frame is it's a flat market. But I think today and tomorrow will change that, and we'll see some more bear action going on here. Ethereum, same thing, except for Ethereum actually is having a rough day today. You see that big old giant bear candle. This should even be on here, so let me take this off. So this right here, back then we had this breakout to the upside. This was the mother candle, and we had that breakout here. So this is why I have this drawn up, so I don't need this no more. Now where I'm aiming at for Ethereum, I'm thinking the market will come back down into this bubble. Once we get to this bubble, this is a fluctuation level, and if we can't break this fluctuation level, then we're probably gonna most likely range and then make its decision of whether we got to break to the upside or the downside. But bearish targets for now, right here, these are my bearish targets for Ethereum. Not too far-fetched. Not too far-fetched. These are actually, realistic. Not too crazy. These down here, these targets down here, I'm not gonna say it will hit those, but if Bitcoin takes a massive hit, Ethereum could definitely fall back to the 1400s, 1800 level, depending on how far Bitcoin falls. And that's why I'm concerned with this market right now, because what's really gonna make or break the market is if we could hold this last level of support, this green zone here, which is like a order block. And order blocks, let me explain what an order block is. An order block is simply a level that institutional traders look at, and this is why I'm looking at it here. I'm just trying to help you guys out to show you where the big money is going to be looking at the market. So in this area between this bubble and this green block, this is where the market's big money is going to be looking at the market. So be careful here, especially if it breaks through. Yeah, this market's going to have a terrible time. I'm just going to let you know that now. So have some money on deck. Don't go throwing money wildly. Have some money in your bank account just in case, because if this does not hold, crypto market is not going to look pretty for the remainder of this year, or at least the first quarter to probably the second quarter of this year. So be careful. I'm being dead serious. Let's look at Tezos. Tezos is already doing what I expected, already coming to the downside. These are my targets for Tezos. I already had this one marked up because I was looking at this with my students. Let me go ahead. So yeah, it's already coming down right now. I need to move this over to be more. There we go, right here. So this is currently what's going on. Tezos is falling. Move that out this way, because we have an order block here as well. So I'm going to pay attention to this level. Let me move it down a little bit. Right there. So yeah, we're coming down to this order block that I see. So I'm not really gonna go too much on Tezos. This is already something I already had marked up. I think there was bearish divergence here. Yeah, there was a little slight bearish divergence here, and that's why I was calling a short here. And I think it was more apparent on the hour time frame. If you look here, see how this market is flat. Let me draw this right here. See how this market's flat? It's not breaking above this level, and you see how this is coming down. This was some bearish divergence here. So as long as this was coming down and this was remaining flat, this was selling pressure coming into the market. So right now, this is why we see this happening. That's why Ichimoku is also telling us the trend is very bearish as well. So I see that being the opportunity for bears to take over right now. So target is here for Tezos. Let me get that link real quick. Where's the link? Here it is. Link. I don't remember if I even had targets for Link at all. Hold on a second. All right, so last time I looked at Link was up here. So I said Link was going to be coming down, and it's already coming down. So right now, what's happening? We had a false Kumo breakout, but now you see it retraced back up in here. Now we have another Kumo breakout, but this is a real Kumo breakout. So now these are going to be my targets, and I have so much nastiness on my screen. Hold on. Let me take these off so I can get a better read on this, because it is so cluttered right now. I don't like cluttered charts, you guys. Whenever I see a cluttered chart, I just cringe, and that's including myself. So right here, these are going to be my targets for Link. if you are a chain link person, if price holds at this level, and the reason why if it doesn't break this level is because this is a fluctuation zone. A fluctuation zone is pretty much where price holds at it, and it ranges or could potentially range. And this is why, I really urge people to really learn how to trade the right way, because a lot of people out here that are teaching TA, and I'm not going to say no names, that are teaching TA or giving people false analysis. And, false analysis doesn't mean you're always going to get it right, because you're not going to always get the analysis right. You just get, go based off the data that you're given. But what I mean by false analysis is people don't do a thorough enough analysis just based off a lack of knowledge. Because when I first started doing this, there was things that I was missing, and I realized that I wasn't giving people the best analysis out there because I was missing something. And there's always something to add to your trading. Everybody thinks that their trading style is the best, but it may be the best for you. But the thing is, are you willing to learn more techniques to improve your trading? I'm wanting to learn in this game because I always think I could improve my trading. I always think there's room for improvement. Doesn't matter how good I am or matter how good I think I am. I believe that I could always improve, and that's why I love this, because I'm learning so much doing the charts. I've learned so much in a span. I've been trading since 2016, not in crypto. I started in Forex trading, and then I got into crypto. So, getting into crypto, transitioning from Forex to crypto, not too much of a difference, but the only difference was the market's a lot more volatile, and you could take more L's in crypto very easily than Forex. Forex is more regulated than the crypto market. But anyway, what I was saying here, I think people need to learn more skills, add more to their trading to get better. It's just like if you are a doctor, you're going to add more doctor skills to being a doctor. You're not just going to say, I'm the best doctor because you qualified. No. The real thing is what makes you the best is if you keep learning. Learning is what's going to help you grow. That's why you see a lot of analysts out there giving bad, technical analysis, because they're not willing to learn more. They just want to use their style, because your style might not work all the time. So you have to adapt to different markets. But anyway, I digress. But like I said, this is a fluctuation point. I don't know if a lot of people even explain or know what a fluctuation point is in the market. This is why if you see something like this, you need to, be cautious. It's not a bad thing. It's just, this is a point where the market could reverse. That's how you get these W patterns or these M patterns, because those are called fluctuation points. All right. So just to give y'all some nuggets, I don't know if a lot of people know that, but I just want to teach y'all as well how to read these charts. It's not easy, but I just want to share what I know. But Ichimoku is saying that we have a good chance of moving lower here, but even if it holds this fluctuation point, then this will be invalid. So that's what I'm looking at as well. Let me see. Let me go to. This was a chart that I was looking at with my student as well, so I'm not gonna get into this. So I'm gonna just go look at Zenfin. I know some of y'all are Zenfin holders. So last time I looked at Zenfin, I was saying that the market was going to go up right in here. Let me take this off so y'all can see it. So this is where I called the buy down here, right here. And the market's been moving up ever since. But it looks like we hit a resistance level, and we did. I was believing that the market was going to get up here, but we fell short. And I didn't look at this time frame, the 1 hour. I don't usually look at the 1 hour time frame, but when it comes to like microscopic views of the market, I have to. But we had hit a resistance point right here. So y'all are probably wondering how I got that. So this flat part of the cloud right here is saying that this is resistance. Any part that's flat on the cloud is a resistance or support. So right here we had resistance, 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 broke through them, got to this one, couldn't hold it, move much lower. So now we're moving back to the downside. So now I need to go to the daily time frame to see where price is really at. All right. I'm really not liking this chart. I'm really not liking this daily chart for a few reasons. Okay, so I could get rid of this now. We did hit our target. Let me get rid of this. But yeah, what I'm not liking here on this chart, I don't like how it's looking. I'm going to take Ichimoku out because Ichimoku is giving us a lot of signals, which is not good. Okay, so looking at it like this, if you pay attention, market could still get bullish, all right? We're ranging between these two order blocks, all right? So the question is, if we hold here, because this is also a fractal level, let me show you. Drag this out a little bit. Bam, we got a fractal level right there. So if we could manage to hold on right here, we could move higher. But that's the question is now, can we hold this level? I can't give you guys analysis yet on Zenfin because I don't know. I don't have any data supporting that we're going to go to the upside or go to the downside. The only thing I could tell you here, the only thing I could really tell you is that we're in a triangle. Let me show y'all. That's the only thing I could really tell y'all. But right now, if we're not breaking out of this triangle, then there's no reason to go bullish or bearish yet because we haven't broke out this triangle. So seeing that, I can't give you any analysis really. I can give you my thoughts where I think it could go, but I can't give you thoughts on like where it's most likely to go. So looking at the MACD is trying to get bullish. And if we could hold this fractal level, then yeah, we'll probably be good. But let me go down to one more time frame. The lowest I'll go is the 4 hour for this one because there's a lot going on here. Looking at this, we have to hold here to move higher. If we do hold here, I can give you some potential targets, and I'll give you the points where I will look at. So right here, and I'm gonna draw this bubbles just to show you how this works, because this will be a fluctuation level if we don't break that, and I'll show you why. So we have this I wave structure, then a V wave, and these would give us our N wave targets. But the only way that this would go up to these other prices once we break out the triangle is if we break this fluctuation point. Even if we do break the triangle, the market still follows structure, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. Even if we break this triangle, triangles are not meant to go like this, and this is why I want to teach all this, because people think once you break out a triangle, the market goes straight up like this. That's not always the case, because you still have levels that you need to break here. You got this first fluctuation level in this circle that I drew out. Then you got fluctuation at this level, the first real target, the one-to-one measured move. And then you got a level that it could come up here at this order block. And if it doesn't get past this order block, then prices are not going to go here. It's going to come to this order block, and sellers may come in here and push the market down. Even if you had a triangle, does not mean the market's just going to go take off. That's not how that works. And if that happens, it may do this, maybe come back, retest here, and then shoot for another wave like this. You have to realize the markets move in waves. If you don't understand that concept, then you're not going to be a successful trader. Traders miss out on opportunities because they don't understand the waves. And if you could understand how waves work in the market, you could do something like this. And that's how you get your Elliott waves and your P waves. And that also may form a channel like this. So I try to see the future in the market. This is why I always have different scenarios that could play out. So that's how you become more efficient at trading, is by seeing and playing chess while everybody's playing checkers. So just looking at some levels at the market. So now I'm going to look at some of y'all's requests. I know it's been a while. Oh yeah, I have actually one more to look at. And then I'll take y'all's request. All right, Casino Coin. Man, Casino Coin is so actually, is this the right one? I don't know if this is the right chart. Hold on a second. Yeah, this is the right chart. Yeah, Casino Coin's a heartbreaker. I'm kind of distraught on this one, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking this one was gonna go up, and we're sitting at a current level order block too. Y'all probably wonder how I see all these things. It's just time, putting time into this right here. And y'all probably wondering how you identify order blocks. Order blocks are pretty easy to find if you're just using the simple method, but I just keep it simple. So this is an order block from this point to this point, engulfing candle, and then you have the current market way over here sitting at the same price. So hopefully buyers take control here, and that's what I'm hoping on, but we'll see. We shall see. There is some bullish divergence here as well, so let's see how this plays out. From this point to this point, you got the oscillator making higher lows. And from this point to this point, you got the market making lower lows. So if we could come a little bit lower and get some price action here, then we'll see market move higher from this point. So I think market will hold here for Casino Coin and go higher from this point. So this is what I'm looking at. Hopefully it holds here. I hope. That's what I'm hoping. Like, and not just that, but look how it responds at this level. So hopefully we get a move like that again. I'm leaning more towards the bullish divergence playing out. That's why I'm bullish on this Casino Coin at this level. So now I could look at y'all's requests. I'm going to start off with Sushi, and then I'm going to look at LTC. So if y'all are still here, thank you for your patience. I just wanted to go over those coins real quick. Sushi. Man, I haven't looked at Sushi since way back here. And I said that the market was going to be bullish at that point. But this was a long time ago I looked at Sushi. I haven't looked at Sushi in a long time. Anyway, let me go ahead and get on this. Give me a moment too, because I'm seeing a lot of things on here, and when I look at charts, I have to understand how the market is moving for that crypto or that currency or whatever it may be, or gold, but I have to really study it, because if I haven't looked at it in a long time, then I'm not gonna give you my best on analysis. Looking at it, it's not bad. I'll draw some levels that I do see. You have an order block here, which is why the market is currently holding where it's at now. So that's a good thing. But the thing about it, I'm not, let me see. Momentum is starting to get bullish. So that's good. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame as well. Might have a better read there. Hold on, let me fix this. I guess I'm not going to have that then. But anyway, let's go here. So we're currently, I don't know why my green box is not showing up here. But anyway, point is, this is a level that, does look pretty solid here. I'm trying to see if there's any divergence of some sort, because if there is, this might hold and move higher. Let's see. From that point to that point. So depending on how you look at this market, if you look at it like this, you could call this a flat market if you look at it like this. Because right there, actually, where is it? Actually, no. Actually, you really can't do that, because I was looking at it from this point, and this market is still, let me actually do this. So if I look at it from here, I could call it, divergence, and it's going to come down to, because right here, this is still considered flat, because look what happened. It came back to this level. It's still holding here, while this is moving higher. So I can call this divergence here, but it's not that pretty. So the question is, can it break higher than this and hold it at this level? As long as this is moving up, and I do think it'll move up, if we could flip over, get like a crossover on the MACD, then I'll start to be bullish on sushi. But sushi right now is not looking that pretty, honestly. It's just because of how this level is. Look at it with Ichimoku. We are ranging. Chiku spans in underneath price, so that's not a good sign. But we do have this thick cloud, though. So, you know, when you get a thick cloud and you got a juicy cloud like that, that's a good sign that the market could reverse. But that's not always the case. So we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for sushi. I do see this moving up higher, but I don't see MACD giving me any answers yet. And the ultimate oscillator is not helping either. So I would wait a little bit longer. Wait a little bit longer here. So let me see. So general, if you're still on here, that's what I have for sushi. So let me know. Because for sushi, man, it's going to be kind of hard to get a read on that one. So I might go to the hour for this. Let me see. The hour is saying that we may have a reversal. We have a C-clamp formation, so we might get that reversal. So if I'm looking at this, I think you might have a chance of sushi going up to the upside and breaking up. I just don't know how far it will go. So if anything, I would think it will come up to here. I'm going to keep a stop loss right underneath this box. So they are right there. All right. So this is what I have for sushi. I do think we'll go up. I just don't know how far. I think it'll go up somewhere in here, maybe this fractal level or this Kumo resistance, but we'll see. Okay, you said thank you. What do the clouds represent? So clouds represent this different thing. So you could get what happens. The clouds could show. They measure out the momentum of the market. It measures out. So I'm not gonna go into the math of how it works because that's too complicated, honestly. But it measures out the high and the low of the last 52 candles. So if you measure back, if you go back in time 52 candles. If you see that, what's happening is it's calculating the high and the low point of the last 52 candles, and then it calculates the momentum of the market and the strength of the market. So that's what the clouds do represent. So it kind of predicts the future. That's why you have it forming in front of price, because it's predicting future price based off momentum and calculations, which is kind of insane. So that's why I use Ichimoku, because I like to get a head start on the market, or a potential head start. And then there's other ways to get ahead of the cloud, but that's gonna be another topic for another day. And you said, wow, that helps out a lot. I'm glad that helps out, man, because that's why I'm here. But the other request was LTC. Looks like link is already about to break through here, so let's see. But anyway, LTC, I know I have it on my list. I haven't looked at this in a long time, but let's take a look at it. Last time I looked at LTC, I was bullish on it for a little bit. Yeah, as you can see here, we did move up exactly to, not exactly to where I was looking at, but it was very close. Very close. But there was divergence here. That's why I called that. But that was the past. The past don't matter right now. So now it's time to look at what's going on currently. So let's take a look here. Let's see. I don't like this. Because, okay, so whenever I see wicks like this, I don't like it for one reason. Because it gives me a mixed read on the market. Because I could look at it like this, like it's flat. Or I could look at it like this, like it's downtrending. So that's the one thing I don't like about, wicks. Wicks confuse me sometimes, and that's why I have to take my time for stuff like that. But looking at it, you got this thick cloud, which is saying that we might start getting bullish a little bit, which is not too bad for you. The thing is, right now, currently, we are at an order block, and it's right here. It'll probably look a lot better on the 4 hour, so I'm going to play on the 4 hour time frame with this one. Let me take Ichimoku off, because right now, Ichimoku is not going to help us. So we are sitting at an order block here. Perfectly, too. This is why you see price getting wicked out right here currently. There is some divergence here. This was going higher, and you see this declining. So there is some divergence here. What I would look for is, hold on a second. Let me see. I might actually go down to the 1 hour for this one. Here we go. This is what I want to see. So yes, this is much better. So we definitely have some bearish divergence. I would short this if I were you. I would look to go short here. You have not only bearish divergence, but you have a bearish engulfing candle as well. So me personally, this is what I'm seeing price do. Then you got an order block here. I'm thinking price is going to fall into this level here. Stop loss right there. This is how I'm looking at the market. So this will, let's see, you got 22 seconds left for this candle to close. I think this market is going to drop here. So stop loss will be above this candle, slightly above it. Entry right underneath that candle. Let it trigger you into the market. I think this market's going to go short. You have bearish divergence. You have RCI starting to reverse. So yeah, I think the market's going to hold here for the sellers, and the market's going to come down for LTC. So Julio, if you're still here, this is LTC analysis for you, buddy. I do think this market's going to come down, though. I just don't know how deep it is going to be, but I do believe it's going to come down here. Another level that it can come down to is right here. This level. So take a mental note of that. Yeah, this is also actually an order block. I kind of missed that right there. So it's going to hit one of these two levels, in my opinion. Either this small little tight zone or down here in this green zone. And if it goes beyond that, then then hey, this thing is going to be trash. But, you know, once again, I could be wrong. I'm just going based off the divergence. Divergence is pretty strong in this market when it comes to day trading, so I'm going to have to go based off the divergence. And you also have price action with that bearish engulfing candle, too. Look how thick and juicy that candle is. So we'll wait and see. I want to see how this plays out. I do think it'll come down lower. All right. All right, so that being said, any of you guys have any requests, let me know. I'll take some of y'all's requests. We've been doing good. I think we've been good on this stream so far. So let me know what requests y'all have, and I'll get to y'all. You're welcome, Julio. You're welcome. Yeah, so if y'all don't have any requests, then that's cool. That's fine. I could Twitter surf. Let me go ahead and look at... I wonder if I missed anything. I think I hit every single thing that I was trying to do analysis for today. Let me see. I'm gonna look at. Let's see. Let's go with Sol. So I don't know if y'all were on my last stream for Sol, but I said price was coming down. We already hit 2 of our targets for Sol, but I do think for Sol we're gonna come into this bubble. So this is just an update on this one as well. And we're going right back to this fluctuation level. So, if, like I said, this whole market is at a crucial point because 90% of the market, from what I've seen, is holding right at a fluctuation level. And every single pair that we looked at today is doing literally the same thing. So if these prices don't hold these current levels, expect a really bloody market. I'm talking about a really bloody market if these current levels don't hold. All right. You think crypto? Wait, you said you think crypto gets more manipulated than other markets? Oh, of course, absolutely. If the reason why I believe that is because first of all, crypto's not even regulated. Crypto is really the land of lawlessness. If you really look at it, crypto, it's not even, since it's not regulated, big money could really mess people up in this market. If you had like $1 million or more to throw into the crypto market, let's say if you were a multi-millionaire and let's say you got bored one day, you just threw $1 million into an asset, and then the market's gonna pump a little bit because of you did that. But think, like, say if you have friends, that were millionaires too, and y'all decide to throw money in at the same time, y'all pump the market real hard, and let's say y'all got like doubled y'all's money, y'all could dump the market anytime y'all felt like it. So, and it's funny because a lot of people were always saying institutional traders were not in this space, but institutional traders were here before we got here. You don't think they know about cryptocurrency? They knew about this before we did. They were just baiting people to get into this market. Like, I don't know if people really understand that, but this thing is rigged. Well, it's not rigged, but if it's rigged to an extent, and that's why I really urge people to learn how to read charts for themselves, because you could be making money, just day trading crypto. That's what I do. I hold crypto too, but most of the money that I make is from day trading. Most of the people that are not, you're missing out on the most money if you're not day trading. And that's why I always tell people, learn this, please. If y'all want, take my course. I'm telling y'all, take my course. I give away my trading strategies and how I trade for real. So really, think about it. I urge y'all to take the course. It's pretty good, and it's worth the price. It's not even expensive either. It's really cheap. So I'm going to add on to it too over time. So eventually I will increase the price, but I'm just saying it is worth every dollar. One of the people I will, if y'all are in the Discord, I have a testimony section in the student area. One guy with my course, he said he turned his $72 to $400 on his second week or first week of using my course. And like I said, I make it very simple. If you could understand simplicity, then you could trade and make money in these markets. The question comes down to is your risk management and your psychological, if you're psychologically able to trade anyway. All right. Anyway, so I don't see any requests, so that's cool. If y'all enjoyed this live stream, if you feel compelled, smash that like button. I don't like asking for likes. If you like the content I put out, go ahead and hit the like button. You don't have to. And if you enjoyed this live stream, I do want you to drop some fire emojis, because that'll let me know that y'all enjoy this, that y'all like the content that I'm putting out for you guys. So drop some fire if you like this live stream. If you didn't, that's up to you. I don't know why you're still here if you don't like it, but hey. Other than that, I appreciate you guys for joining me this morning. I am going to work out. I am trying to get in shape for the summer. And I'm also going to go grocery shopping, and I'm cleaning up because I look like a bear right now. I got my beard going crazy. So I look like the bear market. I am going to clean up a little bit. I am going to go work out and grow. Hopefully I can make the time to go grocery shopping today, so I don't want to do that tomorrow. So once again, I appreciate you for being here, you guys. Y'all be blessed in the name of Jesus. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Peace.